that chest a shot. Looks important, so we will hold off on that. Bring in broth. Search efficiency plus 11. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Those mana shards? Really?
Let there be light.
Welcome home, King.
Personal audio log. About the timeline of all this. I've roughly pieced it together. The crash. The Ivory Man, and the pestilence. The pyramid. Abby. After that everything is clear. My reign. The shelter and the escape. But lots of questions still remain. How much do I dare stray from my path? Or do I even have a say in this?
Alright, it's gonna be stupid if you turn out to be the person on those audio logs. That's not a twist. That's just convoluted. I mean, you even saw a statue of what the noble leader looked like in Lake Canaveral or whatever it is. Probably plant something here if I felt like it. Definitely don't. Not here, anyways. Alright, let's recover our supplies and check out that final room. King's study. Crap.
Personal audio log. About death. I've had plenty of time to contemplate death. I don't understand why I am the way I am, but I'm starting to learn the rules. I don't know if I can truly die, but I do bleed like everyone else. When I do die, it's only dark for a moment, and then I feel the flame. I don't need to eat or sleep, yet I enjoy both. I always carry the pills with me though. Not repeating that mistake again.
No! That is really cheap. Alright, I don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it all, but I really don't like that. The island tribe seems to have perished because of the pestilence.
We should not trust any of the king's descendants, said the elders. All women and children descendants were banished off the island into the mercy of the sea. All male descendants of the king were buried alive in isolated tombs. Tears were shed, but we need to be sure we do not repeat our mistakes. We will overcome the pestilence.
Alright, we've unlocked the final area. Launchpad key. Anything first out here? Doesn't look like it. No notes or anything to read. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are actually going to run over to that tablet area now and start on that adventure. I think it opens up the island in the far west, which hopefully has the last tomb, maybe even the last shelter. Because I'm missing one tomb, one shelter to complete my my game exploration. Alright, so what I think I'll do is after we complete this, we'll look back on the tablets, figuring out which one's the first one. This is probably the first one, since this was the last one. And I remember this one, the second to last one. So we'll review them all. I'll do all the reading. I'll put on a different soundtrack and look at them all and try to indicate where all the tablets are. Now, the tablets come in any order. That is, no matter what the first tablet you find is, this is going to be the story of that first tablet, and it'll be forever imprinted on it. So let's say, for example, that you toggle none, turn off the location names, and we're a tablet right here. So let's say that in one playthrough, this is your first tablet. That'll be the comet one. Maybe on your next playthrough, this is your first tablet. That'll be the comet one, and then so forth. And this will be the second one, whatever it is. So the locations themselves won't matter, but it will show on the map very clearly where they all are. The large rift seems to have taken me to some unknown place. I should gather my bearings and start exploring. You have been transported to an unknown area. Is there some specific purpose to all of this? Light the campfire near Vulcan ancient ruins. Alright, is there a tower here? Yes, over here. But let's work our way in that direction then. I'm hitting the sandbag. Nighty night. North Dakota. That's a lot of stuff. I know for sure the first ones I destroyed did not have that much in there. I should probably pack the dimensional thing, but I figure there's probably going to be a boss on this island. Oh, I need 5 big electronics and 5 rubber. Alright. Okay. Well, let's do it this way then. I want to see if 4 turrets on each side can do the job. Probably not. I probably should just stick 8 turrets. Realistically, that's what I'm thinking. That I should just stick 8 turrets on one side and then sword the other, but I don't know. I just kind of want to experiment with stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, what? Alright, let's see how this plays out. What would happen if I had a turret outside the barrier? Would it just not be able to shoot inside? If you actually just physically run into them, they turn around and attack you, it looks like. Yeah, you'd really be better off putting like all your turrets right at the tower. And just chopping them up yourself until they get to the tower. Achievement unlocked, shelter clear. I really had hoped that the shelters had people in them. Like NPCs, even if you never got to see them, they would just talk to you or something. With this geothermal plant, we should be able to sustain this facility indefinitely. As long as it's not an explosive dude, I really don't care what I'm facing. My CPU. Yep, always a recipe and a CPU in these places. And that's pretty good as a reward. Even if there was an oven over there, I can always just cook it back at the fireplace. One transition later, we have picked up some of the stuff that I left behind on the island, and we're going to continue exploring things before we go through that gate. Oh, if it ends up using my rice, then I'll at least have an inventory spot. 9, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. The rice in the dish absorbs a good deal of flavor from the mushrooms and caramelized onion. I think there was a fishing spot past the... Alright, so what we'll do is, real quick, Alright, dropped off my supplies. A mana thing over here. Not a mana. Vortex. Mana. Yeah, it is a mana. Mana Rift. Few fishing spots. And a timed chest. Alright, now we're back, ready to get the next section. Fix that. Volcanic trail. Reach the Caldera at the top of the mountain. The trail seems to be going up. I wonder what is at the top of this mountain. Alright, so on this caldera, there are 3 little outposts at the base of the mountain. Beach party. The posh villa. Vacation residence. I'm not sure if this is supposed to imply anything, but there's a male infected here, and he has 4 chasers near him, which I think our chasers are only females. I don't know. Bone Gulai, a rich and spicy traditional dish from another island nation. Plus 5 hit points. And I'm not sure if there's any point to this one, but House at the Land's End. Like, I don't notice anything special about this house, just an oven to cook with, and nothing in this shed. There is a fishing point at the dock, though, that's about it. Back where we started. So climbing up the Caldera. Whoops, this is not the way, is it? I just went up this... Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is where I need to go. So this is where I just killed the fat man, so I'd need to run around the mountain, well, layer, and then go up here. So yeah, either way is good. Finally, at the top of the mountain. I see something at the center of the caldera. You feel the searing heat of the volcano around you, but your eyes are fixed on the prize. Another tomb. Fix this with more lumber. That's the last fixable on the map. And there doesn't really seem like there's much here aside from this, which is strangely diggable. It's really better just swing there, stand there and swing, then you're not rolling around as much. It looks cooler if you're walking around and rolling, but it's less, it's not as fast. Come on, just the one? Guess this one doesn't matter too much. Guess I didn't need that after all. Whatever. Okay, let's check out that dungeon. The changing labyrinth. Okay. I see the mana orb there, and it looks like that's the exit. So if I stand on that bridge will go away. That means I need to stand on this twice. So let's see here. I mean, I'm probably overthinking it, really. If I go there, I would. Is that really it? Okay. You know, I probably was not supposed to be able to trigger the same platform twice, like walk off and on. I guess I am a pretty rude archaeologist. Alright, we are done with this section. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna race back over to the pinnacle and the abyss. All right, here we go. There's a lot of treasure here, but we'll hit the highlights first and then we'll pick up the scraps later. It's a burial note. Here lies the immortal king. May he never see again. For all is lost if he lies his sight on our innocent people again. He used a sharpened spoon-like tool for the operation. The text-to-speech synthesizer for that one talks about walking, so they have these slabs swapped, giving the wrong sense for each tablet, so I will be inserting my own voiceover for these. Here lies the immortal king. May he never walk again. For all is lost if he strides the earth again. Walking is difficult when all your bones are shattered. Here lies the immortal king. May he never speak again, for all is lost if he poisons the air with his lies again. Cutting off the tongue is as painful as it sounds. Alright, there's a lot of loot in here. We're gonna wait until the end. I want to show off the highlights first. Show off the best parts. Alright, over here we're gonna get the Kopesh, but not all the rooms are as exciting as this one. This one also requires you to be level 999 to build. So we're not even gonna bother tracking it. When it's set like that, that's all that means is the game just doesn't want you to build it yet. That's pretty much everything. There's the other doors are, they just have loot. So we'll go now grab all the random objects on the map. Actually, no, there is one other thing, obviously, the tomb itself. Alright, so you can see on the map that this is a corpse icon. So if you open this, a key will fly out. It has nothing to do with the doors we did. If you leave before you loot this will be gone when you get back. It deliberately looks like a player icon. That might be a coincidence, or it might be implying that your character is the immortal king, who is also possibly the king of the crown station and all that, and he may have died from the gas, which I will insert me running around and collecting the tapes again from Abigail to replay all that story stuff. So I'll kind of show it condensed. So that's currently what I'm thinking, is your character is the immortal one-armed king, though this guy, he has totally 2 arms here. In the tablets, after he dies, he has 2 arms. So I don't know if that's an accident or what, but you'll note when I go through the tablets again, when he gets after dying, I guess, and being back in town, he has 2 arms again. So yeah, that's my current conjecture of what this is, that your character is the immortal king and the leader of the crown station. Go ahead and loot him so you can get the things. And this, I have no idea what it does yet. And not do anything yet. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all the little loot around the map. We hit everything. There's this. Is there anything on this side? I don't think there is. Anything up here? Yes. Here's the other chamber. Someone managed to graffiti in here? Dust though? From here, I'll tune in to show you the tablets and the Abigail tapes again, and maybe we'll make sense of it. So you're more than welcome to let me know what you think is going on, or if it's really tied together, or if it's just completely my imagination. Thank you very much for watching. Tran wins. Dismantle. I'll see you next time. It all started when It all started when the great blue tear came from the sky. With great thunder, it hit Mother Earth and ripped her open. This is how manna came to us, a bittersweet gift from the sky. The bringer of great knowledge, the one-armed king, descended to us from the skies. We welcomed the king to our tribe. We greeted him as one of our own. The one-armed king taught us about mana. We learned to make many great things. But only the king knew sorcery without mana. Why would he not teach us this? For 1,000 years, the tribe flourished. We built great cities, and we praised the one-armed king. But we should not have. Then came the horrible pestilence. It has taken many of us, but we are fighting it. But how come the one-armed king was not affected? Did the king bring this upon us? The wise elders confronted the one-armed king. "You brought this on us," said the elders. "You are the pestilence." The one-armed king could not convince the wise elders with his lies and deceit. Death was sentenced. The brave warriors grabbed the one-armed king while he was sleeping. The king was thrown into the deepest pit on the island. We all watched. Surely the pestilence would end now. But when we returned to our village, the king was already waiting for us there. "I forgive you," said the immortal king. But we didn't believe his lies and deceit. "He is a snake." Wise elders now knew what was to be done. The great pyramid tomb was built. With heavy hearts, we buried the immortal king deep inside the tomb. Buried alive so he cannot die. On silent nights, we can still hear the screams of the immortal king echoing from the tomb. There is no escape for the king. But there was still something more we needed to do. "We should not trust any of the king's descendants," said the elders. All women and children descendants were banished off the island into the mercy of the sea. All male descendants of the king were buried alive in isolated tombs. Tears were shed, but we need to be sure we do not repeat our mistakes. We will overcome the pestilence.
Testing, testing. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition. We're starting out our investigation at the canyon. The main artifact is large, pyramid-shaped, and appears to have some sort of an entrance at the top. We'll start closer examination tomorrow after a good night's sleep. Very exciting. These stone tablets seem to tell some ancient legend, but it's as if the markings have been somehow scratched off. Our electronics equipment keeps malfunctioning near this site. Oh, and there's an eerie glow around the stone ring at night. No apparent source for the light, yet it glows. We need to come back to this later. I'm sure there's a way to restore these and read the legends. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition. Notes on the pyramid. Last night I swear I heard a cry for help inside the pyramid. Very creepy. The team got so anxious that we decided to play it safe and fill the structure with cyanide gas before attempting entry. The voices seem to have stopped now, so it was probably just some wildlife. Supplemental. We've waited for 2 days, but the gas is not evaporating for some reason. It's weird, but it's not the weirdest thing we've encountered on the island. We'll need to get the gas masks from our jungle camp if we're to enter. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition. Well, the gas masks are gone. Apparently, the beachhead station took them during their last resupply mission. They also reported some strange phenomenon deeper in the jungle. Intriguing. We better head that way. We'll just take one detour to see the new artifact discovered at the Site B. This is Judith Abigail Susan James, the Crown Archaeological Expedition. The architecture and items found at the Site B definitely match the ones found at the canyon. One of the artifacts found is a pouch full of small glowing beads. These are exactly like the one my mother has in her necklace. So, I guess she was right. A team of selected people will follow me deeper into the overgrown jungle. Not sure if we should be worried, but we've lost all contact with the beachhead station. Abby, signing out. We have arrived at the Temple Pass. The architecture is very intriguing. It looks like there's even some rudimentary technology inside. However, there's no clear way to pass through, but we're adamant we'll find a solution soon enough. Supplemental. We noticed that there has been some trouble with our timekeeping. It's almost like the flow of time is being affected by some anomaly. Maybe it's just exhaustion on our part. This is Abby. The beachhead outpost looks like it has been hastily abandoned. Where could they have gone? Most of the items have been left at their places. No sign of the gas masks, though. Supplemental. I found William's journal. This is deeply disturbing. Why would they do this? We should follow them. Going north and following the river should take us past the temple ground and to their new camp. Abby, out. Campsite looks empty and neglected. No gas masks. Really frustrating. It looks like the station crew have made camp and then continued through the Rocky Mountain path. We'll follow them. I should also mention, I felt some unusual mental discomfort during our trek through the wilderness. Am I starting to go crazy? Abby. I'm alone and badly wounded. I'm hoping Crown received my message and help is on the way. I fear all my colleagues are dead. We shouldn't have come here. Supplemental. Still alone and waiting. If anyone finds this recording, please listen carefully. I understand it all now. We set it free. It's what we did at the pyramid. Will it happen to me too when I die?